Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is the Get Up and Dad podcast, the show where we interview hardworking parents doing incredible things. This could be anything from a super tech busy dad to a busy business mummy blogger.
Let's get up and down!
Today on the show we have Gary Wallace on from Core NI. Thanks for joining us, Gary. I really appreciate it. Just so people have context, can you tell us how many kids you have and how old are they?
Yeah, so I have one child, Josh, who is 10.
Brilliant. And what is Core Kids NI, and what do they do?
So with us, with Core Kids is one of our programs, and our biggest thing is delivering positive experiences of physical activity and overall well-being, just for lifelong involvement. So we want to get kids active, but we want them enjoying activity. So we do a lot of work in schools, we do a lot of work in community clubs, community groups, sports clubs, not only with the kids to let them enjoy it, but to upskill the coaches and teachers to actually make physical education, movement, activity, sport, whatever you want to call it, fun. So that they just love it, really.
Brilliant.
That's the big thing.
And like things are maybe a lot more different than they were maybe whenever we were going to school. Okay, so I mean, what do you think are maybe some of the difficulties that you're facing doing that in comparison to maybe 10 years ago?
It's massive. Biggest thing is kids aren't getting outside as much, and my biggest word that I've used over my last while of coaching is empathy. It's very easy to turn, parents should be taking them out, or it should be this person, it should be that person. But everything's changed. Parents now are maybe working 2 or 3 jobs. They're coming home, they're exhausted. They have the accessibility of giving them a laptop or an iPad or a phone, and they can sit and they can watch it. So it's not a way of maybe blaming parents. It's a whole society change, but it's something that we have to really, really concentrate on. So we have to put time aside. And for me, it's the biggest thing is getting kids outside and getting them active is probably a big change.
Okay, and what would you say with your kid? What would you say is your favorite thing to kind of get up and do with them?
Well, me and we do love cycling. I think that's the thing. I would have Josh a lot in the weekends. He lives with his mum during the week, and he's down with me and try and get as much time. And when it comes to the weekends, then too, it's our time. And that's what I like about my work is I do schedule it around. I love my work, but again, I love spending time with him. So if it is a Saturday morning, I'll get up at 6 and I'll do an hour or 2 of work. And then he's up. He'll have his Xbox time because that's life. Do you know what I mean? Like he'll either watch YouTube, he'll have that, but I'll either give him like 3 options then maybe. So it'd be like either cycle, run, or swim. So it's up to him. And majority of the time he's big into the cycling again, so we'll just get on our bike and literally just go. So
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Me as a parent as well, I find it difficult. I kind of run out of things to do.
Yeah.
For instance, I mean, is there anything you would suggest? Like for me, the first thing is to go straight to the park. Okay?
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would suggest that would be maybe easy for parents to kind of?
Yeah, well, funny, I posted a workout up the other day, me and Joyce did. He was meant, have rugby too some Saturday mornings, so it was called off the weather. So I decided we'll do a wee 5-minute workout. So most of the time, he's like, any other kid, he'd be like, no, I don't want to. But all I did is we did it together. So we simply did like squats, and then I was doing press-ups, and he was jumping over me and crawling underneath. We did this in the living room. Did a few bear crawls up and down. But it was probably exciting. I say you probably wanted to do it more is because I did record it. So getting kids to actually record themselves doing things with you and getting them to watch it back using the technology that's there, they love that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And even better than if you put it up on your own social media. Because he always asks me, he goes, are you putting that up on Instagram? You putting that on Facebook? So it's a big thing. And like we did our workout the other day on a chair. So as I say, and I just came there, I was doing some teacher training in a school in Dungannon, and one of the things was they wanted to incorporate classroom breaks and get kids moving and how it helps academic performance. So I did a chair workout, and I got Joyce to do it for me. So it's like a squat in a chair, tricep dips, press up, you know, rows with the chair, and that was it. But again, he was loving it because he's able to do it. So that was a little bit different too, in a way. Other things, I'm a massive believer that we do not realise what's out there. We actually don't. There's like maybe put a picture of me and Josh. Be like, "Where's that?" I was like, "It's literally like round the corner from you." I never knew there was a park there. It's like, yeah, there's a walkway there. Or yeah, and hands up, I did it myself the other day. Me and I went for a cycle, and I would always go right and go left. But they did a new pathway up along the water, and I went. And I was like, "Oh wow, it takes you right out to here." So get out there, just explore.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. It's two things you said there. One of them is that I always find difficult is when it's raining. Like I love getting out with the kids, but see when it rains, it's almost like I hit the brick wall, and it's like, what do I do now? Do you know what I mean? But I saw that post the other day, and I was like, that's brilliant. It would be good because my kids would totally be up for that,
Yeah.
and doing that workout. And the other thing as well is just actually being aware of what is around you and what's on, and that's partly what I always try and do as well, is try and highlight everything that's going on around you. And it can be so hard to do because with the media and social media these days, everything gets drowned out, and to actually get your attention on what you want to be doing, it's hard to find it sometimes, you know. So it is. So I mean, are you working? How are you kind of working with kids? Is it like one-on-one with kids? Are you working with organizations? How does that work?
Well, thankfully, like, our business kind of expands everywhere. Mainly our big thing will be in schools, and we would work primarily with after schools. So we would just get kids in, just build a relationship with the school. They would be like on a Tuesday with nothing really for our P1s to P2s, and they stay over, or we could take a full school depending on the size of it. And with big groups. And our main sessions are all based around fun. We will do games. We will teach them how to squat, press, pull, throw, kick, catch, increase their motor skill development, all these kind of technical terms that people are coming across. But we do it through fun games. So the kids don't even realise that they're doing it. And the scary thing is that more and more kids are coming like this to us now with underdeveloped because they're not outside playing. Play, if you can do one thing with your kids, is play. And what I mean is let them unstructured, let them use their imagination, give them space, give them swords, give them, like, for me, Marvel, the Avengers, everything. Use that. Like, I have a wee nephew too, like, and he just every time he sees me, he just turns into Black Panther. You know, and we just wrestle and everything because it's like as a development skill, you know, they need to be aware of what tactile is. They need to be aware how to, you know, when to squeeze, have rough and tumble. And this is what sometimes what kids are missing out on because they only interact now mainly through a screen. So play fight with your kid as much as you can. Pick them up, throw them, wrestle them, roll with them, you know, get them squeeze, everything that they can feel. And it's fun, but it's development. And unfortunately, we have to teach that now because not all of us, don't worry, it's still happening, but not as much.
Okay, and what do you think are some of the problems in terms of that are restricting that development?
You know what, again, with parents, like parents don't have the time. Empathy is my big word now when I coach that. Beforehand, I used to be, oh, that's the parent's fault, or that's that child's fault, or a child won't be able to do that. It's not. It's well, it's easy for me to say this, and I might have this mindset for it, but you could be a parent and working all this extra time and doing 2 or 3 jobs. You maybe just don't have the energy. Maybe you have a child with autism who maybe you give them the laptop and you know yourself, or the iPad, and you know yourself they shouldn't be having this, but you're drained and they take that much out of you. So it is very hard, but I empathize with a lot of them, with parents, with kids, with everybody really. And maybe we just have to take a step back, reevaluate and go, right, well, this is our time, be it a Saturday or be it a certain night of the week. Other things, like I do with Josh now, we have like a 1K walk, and I just, let's go. Just get on your coat and come on. And the conversations we have, just walking around is amazing. And no phones, no nothing. Thing as well too, I try and not have my phone on at the dinner table, try and put that away, because I have to be more vigilant too, because he's going to copy me as well. So if he sees me being more active, and then the biggest thing too is let them explore when they're doing it. He'll come to the gym with me, and I'll let him explore. You know, all right, on the treadmill. I was like, right, brilliant. I might give him, I say, I see you can do 1K. All right, oh, well, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to lift this, and then he likes pushing the sled or something. Make up your own circuit. You know, don't overcoach.
Okay, brilliant. And so you've been running Core NI now for around 2 years, okay? What have you kind of learnt as running a business and the business that you do that you kind of take and put into being a dad?
A lot, I suppose. It's probably the main reason why I did go, to give me that flexibility, you know, to turn around and say that, you know, the summer holidays, you know, even their simple things, if the school's off, you know, his mum will ring me and I'll be like, yeah, no problem, I can get him and I can work around it. Probably as well too is Josh can come to my work. You know, if I'm running summer camps, or if we're running, we do like a family workout where we get parents and kids working like in a gym. So we'll take the kids and the parents go off and do like a gym session. So, you know, we're bringing, at the start, we'll have everybody doing the warm up together. Parents will go with one of the PTs of the gym. I'll keep the kids and then we'll bring them all in together. So probably good that I can do that. And it's probably made me more aware of how important it is to get kids active, not just physically, but for their overall well-being, you know, for their emotional state, but also their academic. You know, it's amazing how much research there is out there, and it's crying out for some schools, the education board, somebody to grab it and take it on board to say that if we get kids moving during either be classroom breaks, get them out at lunchtime, even their PE lessons, move, and how that actually, they would say like physical education is like fertiliser for the brain. So it doesn't make you smarter, but it helps you absorb a lot and lets you grow. So that would be the biggest thing I'd kind of learned is get him moving, keep him happy.
Brilliant. And what would you say with going on your own for the last 2 years? You seem to have a really good work balance in terms of, because you're so flexible, but what would you say has been most difficult?
Difficult ways, I suppose it is that whenever you've got like deadlines or whenever you're really stuck in the sun, you can get absorbed in your laptop, or you can't, you know, you just be sitting there and you realise, oh, there's 2 hours. And Josh might have been downstairs playing the Xbox for that length of time. So I think that's difficult as well. And then having the energy and then balancing yourself to have your own life. You know, like Josh is everything to me as well. And I develop a lot around that. But it can't be everything, because I have to live my own life. I have to have other relationships. I have to go and see my mates. It's trying to get that balance, especially when I'm seeing them maybe when a lot of my other friends are free at the weekends. So we're incorporating that. But thankfully now we're having daddy days out that other mates and all of mine, like we went up last week up to Wild Ireland, up in Donegal direction. Brilliant. But I took me niece and nephew as well, took Josh, mate of mine took his 2 kids. Took my sister's 7-seater and away we go in the bingo bus and we're boom away. So I think I'm evolving, I'm developing. You're always learning, and I think it's just planning and just going with it at times. Just say, frig it, you know what? Dishes can sit there for a while. We're getting out the door.
Brilliant. So it's 2019 now. With everything you've learnt now, what would you tell yourself pre-dad?
Pre-dad? Pre-dad, it would be probably just, yeah, maybe probably be more empathetic. You know, maybe you don't know everything. You know, when I suppose that just comes with maturity. Whenever you're young, and I started off coaching and everything too, I was like, I am a proper coach here. I am brilliant at this. Like, there's nobody as good as me at this. Need to get in the stage going where you thought you knew everything. But having that balance and having Josh there, you know, putting other people ahead of myself, because really I didn't have nothing else. It was like, yeah, I'm going on that trip. Yeah, I'm going on this holiday. Yeah, everybody should say yes to everything. But now you're going, no, hold on a minute. There's times to say yes, you still say yes, but there's other things you can say yes with other people coming on board too. Like, so that would be probably a big one.
Brilliant. So the business seems to have developed loads pretty quickly, because I would follow you on Instagram, and I
Thank
can
you.
see all the things that you do. Okay, so what's the next big thing for you?
Well, the big one, there is a passion of mine, and I suppose I have mentioned it before, and I'm trying to push on it, but I would love to open up like a cafe, and again that would be, there'd probably be another side business, because I wanted to, if I take the cafe thing first, it's about building a community. I always want to build like this community, and I was thinking about opening up my own gym and having it really focused for kids, but it's makes more sense to go to a school because the kids are already there. Parents need an extra hour, maybe they're working or whatever. So doing that was one thing, but with the cafe, I can still build that community, and have it where it's, it would be core cafe, it would be coffee, chat, connect, get people in, get people talking, having the kids there, making it child friendly, or making it just for parents to get away, sharing a coffee, sharing nutritious food, educating them, having nights where it's like acoustic guitars, maybe Saturday morning, and storytelling. So that's one aspect, and that's probably just me, my business head as well too, and my ambition. With Core Kids, the whole program, the whole Core NI program with the Core Educate and everything we do is nationwide. And my biggest thing I've learned business-wise is to do that is people. There's a lot of people making money out there online, and they're doing it, and they maybe don't need that personal touch. But what I'm doing and what my mission is to deliver positive experiences is done through people. So I want to go nationwide. I am so fortunate. I've got some of the best coaches, but even better people working with me. And I want to just take this and go nationwide, because we can influence so much more people. Also then too, business-wise, then I can have a better life, that I can maybe be more flexible. Or me and Josh now, I've been very fortunate that we've been to places like America and Portugal, and on February now we're going on our first ski trip. So it's like, this is what I want to do for him. And if he sees me working this hard, those are the lessons that I want to teach him. I think that will be the business as a whole. And then just when on that, I actually said to him the other day, is I always have like two things for Josh. I think when he's growing up, is that, and any other future child that I have, is that I want them to be happy no matter what they do, because I'm happy what I do and I love what I do. But I also then want them to be able to come and talk to me, to any issue at all, because we all go through trouble, hard times. That I'm very fortunate that I was able to talk to my dad when I was going through some personal difficult times. Then I'd love Josh to be able to have the same relationship with me, and just to be very open. So that would be a vision for my business and a vision for my relationship with my son, sort of thing like.
Brilliant, Gary. Thank you for joining us on the show. If you would like to follow Gary, head over to Instagram. It's Core Kids NI, and you're also on Facebook as well.
Yes, so Facebook, Core NI too.
And I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the podcast, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we're also on YouTube. So thanks for listening, guys.